Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back. Apologies for missing the last one. Doing a bit better now. Top doing a bit better. Glitchtech going gets Honoris. Have Glitchtech on CT side to start. Thankfully on Inferno. Looks like the 5-man mid-rush to start. Think he's able to catch one from the side. Might be isolated in the apartments. Has to go drop down Boiler. Arch has been given up meanwhile. This very passive setup. Rania can hear there's tons of players stacked towards CT. And an amazing flick onto one. Getting triple for Rania. Has to reload. Not able to get the fourth. They'll be up to Fission to finish off with a fantastic headshot. Glitchtech to shut down the rush in the pistol. Rania with some quick shots out of that information preparing him. Get that fantastic 3K to start. And straight into a match pause, it would appear. Kind of unfortunate. But just a fantastic, very passive setup of two ending up in the pit on A. Seeing that aggressive information, trying to take advantage of it from the balcony. For adjusting. It's like this is technical for one of the Glitchtech players. Prince having some technical problems. So concerning Honoris going straight for the force buy into this. Very risky move. They do have a little bit of utility to work with it, so they can get enough space and like banana control early could result in a very deadly execute. We are stuck here waiting. Interesting to see nothing invested yet. Not entirely sure. Think been some struggles recently. Go and have Prince return. Interesting to have another Inferno in a row. Close loss last time on the match, almost entirely missed, unfortunately. 16-14. Able to learn a little bit and improve. Might be a lot more dominant this time around. Be able to get that key win they need. Pause. Hopefully we're solving soon. Everyone on CT side now buying up. Should indicate that we're ready. Seems like all the players are here. Doing little keyboard presses. There we go. Good to go, nice and healthy. 4 MP9s with the setup. Only best they could get. Going full for utility on the CT side. Like the decision made here. And it looks like it's going to be needed as the rush is coming in. It's a bit of chaos. They push past the T's originally. And they just get tapped down by the Tech 9. Garusha able to find a double, and this B site's open, and it's a 2v4, stolen weapons everywhere, and Macton Viziz just pushing through, giving more space, leaving Kinky in a 1v4. And the classic B-rush move works. There was good utility used on Banana, but it was used too deep and not in an anti-rush fashion, resulting in them getting heavily punished. Not able to save a single weapon, getting completely shredded. Honoris to steal it away with the bomb plant on the second round. Certainly going to force them to save situation. Though it looks like they're going to go for the Deagles and Scouts back. Honoris keeps up the fast pace. It'll be hard for them to respond to. We'll have to see. Try and get that initial contact with Scout. Even re-peeking out. Able to get that tag on the Immiser, which will far favor the Scout on the tag. Rico's able to see that early contact with one. Looks like they've gotten that banana control, and with that Scout tag coming in, they have information of what's possibly a force. Most likely with Deagles. Less of this investment being on B, it's up to Rainier to try to somehow single-handedly hold this, which he won't be able to do. Only finding one. Last 3 remaining players put into a safe situation. So they won't be able to invest anything in the next round. And that, just waiting for the bomb, trying to save. Having one bottom ramp's good for the info. But looks like one of the players might push up, and that gives an AK taken away. Very risky to stay here in this position, but able to get a second. It's good damage, though I'm sure it doesn't exactly favor them. It's good at least for some confidence building. See, still plenty of money on the T's, won't be an issue. Glitchtech are stuck with nothing more than a single Deagle and Scout. Not even the third pistols that's been taken away, though it looks like Vision's reinvested in one anyways. Double kill could have prompted that, so still works out. Flashbang's thrown way too deep, but pushing through both sides, including the smoke. That'll work out, make it a 3v3. Bombs down top mid. And now Honoris has to focus on getting this bomb control back in a fairly comfortable position. Still smoke some angles out, and the aggression works out. 3-on-3, weapon on each. There's one on the B site, but now he's been tagged by the Scout for the peek. And Alex is already prepared for him peeking towards this Ruins angle. Reshko gets too greedy and doesn't just hold the line. Could end up punished. Well, just one of Kinky playing around this A site just in case. Set up in a very strong position. That very important CT smoke's going to allow Aziz the cross. Make this a 3v3 retake. Reshko perfectly placed. Find the first end to deny any more. Now 2 stacked up in the ruins. This run becomes almost near impossible to them, but good move by Kinky to find these rifles so they can upgrade for the next. Have good value into it. Scout does have powerful tagging, especially with all these tagged players. Isn't known with the Scout, but won't be too big of a deal. Wait, just place the Scout with the M4 afterwards. So we'll be able to keep those 3 members alive. Glitchtech, their first true buy to contest. Been able to keep it contentious in these half-buy rounds with saved weapons, but for the most part, this will be their first actual opportunity to be able to contest to an equal degree. Looks like a fairly default setup coming on out. So very passive with the banana control initially. Some late nades. I think they're trying to throw all this too late. So it works out perfectly. They're forced forward and they're able to catch a double. But meanwhile, they've lost the trades on A. Kinky's able to get one in return, but now it's a 2v2. There's a move. eMeiser might be prepared for this. Called for the possibility, and now it's a 1v2. Sight and control. It's a pretty even battleground, falls apart with that pick found from eMeiser. eMeiser. It's up to Aux in this 1v2. The nasty position of Taz up in the graveyard is going to be very challenging to deal with. eMeiser just holds Arch from pit. And even go and peek short for info. Doesn't see anything just yet, though Taz certainly will. Now looks like to be trying to punish the rotate out. Lower HP player able to take down eMeiser. Leaving Taz the only one left alive. Brought down to 14. Heavy bomb damage, but still it's another round win for Honoris. That not going to be much cash left on them. But even with that, still successful conversion, and Glitchtech of nothing but pistols. Need to wait another round. Just have the Deagle half by. Like top banana molly. An unfortunate lineup. Some team damage coming out. Friendly fire. Aux with an interesting pop flash setup from a very deep position. Looks like it's enough to get him off the angle. And another one for information. Get Rainier all the way up to logs. This could get hard cleared out, but the Deagle is powerful in the trade potential. Having Aux still here as well. Meanwhile, Fission's able to find one and still holding towards Arch in case there's a second. Finds it. Misses the third, but knows he's here. Able to get that information, so Prince is prepared. Have to see. It looks like Prince and Kiki are able to close it out with the rifle and Deagle. And it's a round win. Half a second for Doggo. Someone disturbs the piece. We're good to go. It's like a Mac 10 for Grucha, but otherwise it's still another full buy coming out for Honoris. Glitchtech doing a little bit better to contend with this banana control. Able to keep that car position. At least just for the moment. I like the adjustment having 3B this round. Trying to recognize their attempts to get this control, adjust preemptively, get 3 players involved. Flashbang timing's a bit awkward, but Rainy is able to adjust, get that first trade in. Throwing the smoke quickly in response. And there's even a gap through it, so Rainy is able to catch Taz by surprise. With it enough for Vision to rotate, but with that, I think from his own running, he didn't notice them running away and just focused on trying to retake this position. Just now with that molly rotating, but Kinky's about to have the last 3 players set up at a passive angle, and it works perfectly. Moves a little bit too much, though. Tragically, Rechko able to get the trade on him barely. Life with 12 points of HP. But it's still a 2v3. Fair situation for the CTs. Not entirely confirmed just yet. Do much. I like how Graveyard and the stairs are being used a lot here. It's a very good position potentially. This time the bicycle will force him to get cleared out. Grucha has to deal with players from multiple angles. He's able to smoke it off, but Grucha with the 3K. Massive 1v3 clutch, and now this T side becomes a bit more problematic. Glitchtech are able to get another buy-in, but if Honoris breaks this economy and just continue this streak further, can be a bit of a problem. See, double op setup's going to be the play made this time around. And able to get the tag on eMazer. Shot's a little bit too low, but still does the damage. It's in towards the bottom ramp, but still very good early damage. Good utility can force him out. Try to throw some utility towards short to bait. As they set up for another B play. Still have 2 players set up. Looks like an interesting boost off angle. Riflers still together. Rainier is able to only find one, and just a MAC-10 follow up taking down Aux. And this B site's been lost. Looks like we have technical difficulties once again. Just trying to carefully take the apartments and get away with that. Vision trying to go for a pick on the side, but they'll be able to get a save with this as long as they stay alive. But Vision needs to hold. Taz is creeping up. Vision's able to punish the shot and the greed. You keep all 3 of these weapons saved up. Wait for Prince once. Not Prince, sorry. Need to wait for the players to reconnect once again. As we wait for that reconnection, seems like things are overall going not so well at the moment. Bit of a dangerous situation. Now this is where the pressure starts coming in. After having the player reconnected, got 2 stolen M4s. See, though Honoris could buy another AK, they're just greeding on the M4s, conserving as much economy as they can to just win the dollar game. That if Glitchtech don't convert this one, at least, or even just, at the worst case, lose it in a similar fashion. Pain will only continue. Honoris 2 away from a half win. And just starting to build more of a lead off of these 4 rounds, initially in the lead already. This thing's a bit concerning, but Alex has returned. Have things set up there. Pause resume shortly. Important to see how they decide to buy on up. But looks like they'll only be able to, they'll be just investing some deagles and just treating it like a save for the next. So they can follow up with another buy if they lose once again. Potentially smart choice. Able to use the economy effectively. I'm sure that bit of running's been heard. Able to find some punish shots. Bringing Mazer down to half. Got lots of default control. Arch potentially being taken away as they set up for B. It's a complete fake situation, just going off of Alex's contact. Good movement to bait out, and assist with the double spray. Hard clears both positions. With that, the bomb's already rotated to go to B, get that bomb plant, and just 3 rifles left saved once again. And what's a very difficult, if not impossible, retake. Notice Mazer has the silencer off the weapon. Is a bit goofy. Oh, but he's seen, but Vision misses the shot. Which means that Op's now taken away. Kinky's able to fight away Mazer. earlier spam damage, letting him finish off the kill. Prince only left with 10 HP, just trying to hide in the second apartments. Taz lurking up, wanting to find these players. Oh, he might have just turned around and seen both of them. Only sees one in the panic. But able to take down that full HP player, meaning Prince is the only one to save a single M4. They're still able to turn this into a full buy. But the lead in the score widens even further. Now have Taz up on an AWP. Has more problems, but very interesting. Familiar mid play. Rush, they're able to get that second mid control, have 3 dedicated towards this position right now. But with it, Rechko's able to just catch them from the side, pushing up mid. Richard trying to just catch the pre-fire, able to reconnect the spray onto Kinky, taking him down. Now suddenly it's a 3-on-5, Prince alone on this A site. Everyone heading that way, able to get a clean shot onto Taz. Might not be prepared for the balcony drop. Coming in, though, it looks like the player's patiently waiting. Just trying to get the info, play with his team. And able to bait out the shots. Then respond, taking out that situation, making it a 2v4. Honoris seem to be in full control of this T side. Glitchtech moves to just getting caught out. Able to find just the right opening. Even though Glitchtech's able to take that opening space and get second mid control, leave themselves exposed, taken down. Honoris to get the half win and still 5 rounds left to go. Position in their favor for Honoris to get even more. Vision's going to try to do what he can. Good tag on Emazer. And he's able to land the second shot, taking Rechko down. Rainia's still holding on the exit weapons too. And the second onto Emazer to take him down once and for all. Good exit save on these 2 weapons. Prince with tons of reserve cash. They're going to be able to keep on buying here. Though they're still stuck down 8-2. Need a comeback here, even up the scoreline. Things could be very problematic once they go to the T side. Everyone dedicated mostly on Banana. Honoris wants to keep exploiting the site and able to find that first one, taking down Rainia. Leaves Alex in a 1v5 essentially on this bomb site. And a space given. Decision trying to throw a nade, gets caught out. Pat's able to find that opening on the site, and this is clears out Alex, and even going more aggressive, pushing past the mollies, but Rechko ends up accidentally taking down his teammate, as they're both hungry for these frags, and Kinky's the only one left towards CT. Getting hunted down. Kinky's able to take down 1, but trying to save 3 players hunting him this time around. And it'll be Grusha to take him out with a single shot. And Honoris now up 9-2. They can probably force up another buy, but it won't be as strong, and things are not looking good right now. Things seem rushing every single aspect, and with Vision being taken down by Taz early, Rainia's able to get the trade onto his, but Ruch is already prepared for the possibility of someone pushing through that smoke, catches it off guard. Any risks being taken are completely exploited by Honoris. No opportunities being given away. And these last 2 B players are surrounded on both ends. Just Rainia left. 18 HP. Rechko will finish him out with the spray. And Honoris in double digits just in this first half, and there's still another 3 rounds to go. That Deagle's forced out. Looking for at best an 11-4 half here. This is not what you want to have happen on a CT side. Usually don't see a returning fire on this situation, too. Feels to be an ill omen about how the rest of this game is going to go. Especially with Arch giving up and sight control already lost. Vision catch caught completely by surprise. Just Kinky and Prince just together in the apartments. Prince is able to get one with a nice shot. And trying to repeat Mazer will to deny him and deny Kinky on the trade. Alex and Rainier is stuck in a 2v4. Taz almost 1D'ing his teammate. That would have been unfortunate. The last two players are, in fact, towards this B site. So even though Regco has good reason to believe the coast is clear, looks like they want to take any remaining weapons out of their hands. As well as the site control. This could be a risk as Rainia's been able to take down one. But it looks like they have Taz going aggressive, trying to get more as they rotate back to this A site. Or actually, even just have Regco going towards CT. Rainia's prepared for this, though. And able to tap him down. Some clean shots. There's no way they can go for this 2v2 retake, and it's going to bait him into Taz. And this rifle's been taken out. And Taz with the double. Good bait to allow him to strafe and crouch into the repeat. To get that double deny anything from being saved over, or even a chance at the 2v2 clutch. What might be the last true full buy of Glitchtech for the half. Even if they have 3 weapons remaining when they lose this site, Honoris are certainly going to try to hunt them down. Try to make sure they have nothing at this point. And it looks like the flashbang's able to blind Rainia. Deny is forced from fighting him early. Alex able to throw counter utility in time, but that Molly is almost able to take him out in response. And the nade, he's just barely alive, just 2 HP. Just holding on to the site the best he can. And there's another Molly coming in. It seems to be thrown too far past him, so he does have an available gap. I'm not sure if they are aware about this, but that other nade almost finishes him off. 1 HP, still holding on, but still just to be taken out by a Mazer pushing through. Flashbang's good, but only flashes for a quarter of a second. So Z's is still able to get the trade. Kink is able to find one, and Prince with the trade onto Taz. Able to tap down the second of Garucha, but not accurate enough to take down the remaining player of a Mazer. Able to find that trade, and it's 12-2. Not a great economical situation, and just 1 round left in the half. Glitchtech down 2-12. Looks like Rainia's able to get one, but the trades favor out Honoris once again. The 3-man A setup's able to get the punishes on the trades, but still a 3v2 situation on the B bomb site. Looks like even more problematic. Taz is set up with the smoke. Not able to take the initial shot, but Aziz is set up to try to find one of those quick instant kills. But just peeking through the molly, Aziz is taken out. So with that nade, that gives them something to push through. And Kiki's left in a 1v1. A chance here, but Garucha will deny it with the clutch. Honoris up 13-2 before even touching the CT half. And I'm not liking the signs of this, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer this is going to go. Only thing is, the quickest way it'll end is if Honoris are able to get away with the CT pistol as well. That pistol round underway, and it's Honoris rushing mid once again, even though they're on the CT side. Flashbang does work out onto some, but still, it's Taz with the double. Grucha to keep bottom mid held. Rainier is finally able to get the response on Taz, but 3v2. One of them may be on A site, but Vision's been cleared out, picked out alone. Even worse, Grucha's been able to peek second mid, get initial information of there being no player around here. They might soon enough consider the possibility of Boiler. Rain is able to take that first shot, position while crouched, and able to find the second. Gushed. Only 3 shots though. And able to find the headshot, but Grucha has to reload, so Rainier with a 1v4 clutch to get that pistol. Absolutely amazing round. Certainly needed. I'm not sure how much it's going to be able to do, though. They need 10 rounds just to even the scoreline. With how close it was, there's a lot more money on Honoris to invest. Though both scouts have been shot a little, there's been 2 tags in response. With that, Alex is able to take down a Mazer finally, but now 3 of these players are low. Retcho's able to get away, stealing that scout. So there's 3 players that can get 1 shot by these weapons. Fortunately for them, they're not going to be where both of these scouts are positioned right now. MP9 could possibly do the same level of work. Good discipline on this is not peeking out just yet. Being very patient, not going for the information, potentially giving an opportunity for this A site to fall. Silver the Deagle with the double scouts on this B site. It's going to be exactly what they're going into. First one taken out, and a second for Taz now. Misses the flick on the third, but still, now the Deagle can just ring in. Now another one comes on out. Grucha with a ridiculous shot. The falling accuracy, though. Vision's able to barely finish it off, but only has 2 bullets remaining. This is able to spray him down through the smoke with the MP9. Steal away the AK, and Honor's just 2 rounds away. Stealing away Force Spy once again in the second round. So not a single break to be able to take in. But Alex with an insane double dig onto Taz following a headshot onto Grucha. More damage being brought out, but Vision's been taken down. Bottom ramp smoked, and they're using it to immediately counteract some control. We're trying to get enough space and respect to the Steagle for the contest. But Mezer's able to get taken out, but it's up to Taz with some very nasty Deagle shots. We'll find another, but now it's up to Aziz. 1v1, able to see the shadow first of Kinky taking him out. And Honoris one way around from closing this very quickly. It's a disaster. Not sure if there's going to be much else that can be done at this point. Just a handful of deagles against the best Honoris has to offer. And they're going aggressive, just pre-firing these angles. Punishing Alex on the peak, taking down Kinky as well. Rechko with the double. Looking to close this out in not even 20 rounds. They almost line up for Vision. Almost taking down 2. Players starting to get heavily tagged up. There is a chance here. But that nade onto Boiler to punish him. Just hard reading the position. Do give him some space to play around. Rainier is able to find one, but still a 2v3. Possibility in this one, especially with this B site being left open for Prince. Carried along with that bomb, but that's not what they're concerned with. They just want to try to retake the site 1v3. But it looks like Amazer is being careful to make sure Rainia's not still in these apartments. Now Prince is going aggressive as he has to, but has his knife out, able to get the flick. And he still has a chance in this competitive HP. Mazer has to cross. Not getting tagged, just fakes the bomb plant. And just rushing through. Prince is taking the gamble to fake, and with that running being heard, it gives it away, and Prince is able to get that clutch. Only a matter of time, perhaps, until it's over, but Prince, massive 1v3 clutch. Keep Glitchtech holding on at least for a moment longer. Flashbang thrown top mid. And still lots of default utility and the deagles out. Mazer with his 5-7 could be deadly. Has his utility initially out, but it gives perfect space for Rechko to find almost 3. Rainier is able to finally take him out, but still players rushing in from behind. Prince trying to keep high on his movement, not to get taken out. Rechko will be able to find him though with that deagle. Now 2v3, both these players reasonably tagged. Kiki's able to find one to keep it even and a second. But Grucha left in a 1v1, 1 HP, and that nade's going to finish him off. Too low to be able to even run away from it. Tragic. Able to keep it just 10 rounds apart, but they cannot drop a single round at this point. But it's enough they'll force Honoris to respect them. Get just some pistols once again. Just Taz forcing up, giving them possibility to try to steal this away. As the deagle, all the pistols are stacked up, and Vision will find 3 of them. As Alk finds the initial contact and information, taking down Grucha. Leaving Taz left alone. Able to find that Deeg onto Alks. Still a difficult situation. Definitely wants to get that weapon, but Prince will be the one to take him out and deny him. Nothing ridiculous happening in that round, at least. That said, looks like they're going to just work with what they can grab to force and try to keep on ending this early. Keep up the pressure. Taz the only one on a weaker weapon. And that Molly and Logs will directly punish Vision, already brought down to 43. Potential danger of jump peeking for info. But jumping it, setting up for it to be a boost, Vision's able to counteract with the punish with the information given. No apartments control gain, but Vision just trying to spam through the barrels, and they've been able to steal away 2 frags. And now it's just Taz alone on this site. As this is trying to rotate, but will be way too far back CT. And the pre-fire is almost lining up. And we'll finally find it. So it looks like Taz might find timing. Gruch is caught by surprise. But able to respond and get that frag. And I think they have no information Taz is still here. They haven't cleared towards New Box just yet. In fact, I think Taz is likely just staring down at Kinky right now, and it's been able to call Grucha to rotate. And this is going to become problematic in a second. They're all rushing to the site. They're treating it as clear. And by surprise, Taz is now taken down one. Hasn't taken down the second. It will be denied. An amazing 4K from Fission. Almost slipped the game away. Not sure if this is more tactical or technical. But back pretty quickly. We got Taz with the hero op purchase. They're just going with lots of different buy situations here. Save and mix up. Just a bunch of pistols to play around it. Won't be able to find anything early. Glitchtech with a slower pace. Taz, most importantly, set up for Arch. And Vision almost getting caught down by the Opper. Force him to immediately gamble rotate to B. So it looks like he's turning back around to A. Using that Arch position has been given up, in fact. At least enough control to know if someone's going this way. If not, to find a pick as well. Rania, with just that single flashbang, has gotten Taz off of that CT angle. Letting them get this split take onto A. Only 2 pistols here to try to hold them back. Mazer's in a very deep position, though, and can hear them coming from the side. His position's hard cleared by Vision, though. He's able to clear the rest of them. Rania able to catch Taz with that hero op on the side. Just left in the open. Might be unable to save it. His Vision's going aggressive. This is able to take him out. Good blind fire shots, and Alex to take him out. Scoreline starting to look a little bit more competitive. Find 5 in a row, but besides the single SMG, true actual full buy. Good bits of utility, able to contest. And it's just trying to go quickly for this A control. And Taz is forced into an open position, able to find one, not able to find the second before Kinky's able to get trade. Using his utility. Molly's a bit late. And Kinky's able to dodge the flashbang, but won't recognize both the players, so this close. Grucha with the double. Gets traded out, but it's a 2v2 situation. It's left very close. Up to Reshko, and you may start to find just the right timing. That smoke from a Major will give him some room to work with. But I think the entire plan here is to bait the opening for Reshko and force them to get surrounded. And Honoris finally find the round they needed to finish it off. 16-8.